Hi everyone, welcome back to the Dpenomics Academy, where we make economics simple and practical. My name is Eustace Chigade Oswago, and today I'm bringing to you a topic from the theory of demand. I want to break down what demand is all about. Okay? We have three outlines to discuss today. One, the definition of demand, the difference between an effective and an ineffective demand, and also the demand schedule and the demand curve. What is demand? Demand is said to be the amount or quantity of goods and services that a consumer is willing to buy at a particular time and at a given price. Okay, backed up with money. That is what demand is all about. For you going to the market with the willingness that you want to buy something from the market, and you are able to pay for that commodity at that particular time or at that given price, is what we call demand. Now, what do we mean by effective and ineffective demand? Effective demand is when a commodity is backed up with money, the willingness to buy a commodity and paying for that commodity is called effective demand. Now let's take for instance, I, Chigozie, going to Mr. B's shop to buy a carton of biscuits. And when I get there, Mr. B is telling me that the carton of biscuit is sold for 1,000 naira. The ability for me to pay for that carton of biscuit at 1,000 naira at that particular time, at that given price, is what we call effective demand. Now, what is ineffective demand? Ineffective demand is when the willingness is there, but it is not backed up with money. That is to say, I going to Mr. B's shop to buy a carton of biscuit for 1,000 naira, and getting there, the amount is higher than what I expect. So meaning I'm leaving the shop at that particular time, at that given price, without buying or paying for that goods, is called an ineffective demand. Okay, so effective is backed up with money, ineffective is not backed up with money. Now moving forward, there's what we call the demand schedule and the demand curve. The demand schedule looks like a scale of preference with arrangement of quantity demand and price. And the demand schedule shows the relationship between price and quantity of goods and services that a consumer is willing to buy at a particular price at a particular time. Okay? Now, the demand curve is simply a graphical representation of our demand schedule. Now, this is how our demand schedule and demand curve looks like. Let's say, for instance, I'm having for demand schedule, we have quantity demanded and we have price. Okay, for our price we have 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7, and for quantity demand we have 30, 25, 20, 15, and 10. Now, if you look at our demand schedule, it's showing the law of demand, where as price increases from 3 to 4, 4 to 5, the quantity demand also reduces. When price is 3 naira, quantity demand is 30, but when it increases to 4 naira, quantity demand is 25. Okay, this is our demand schedule showing the relationship between price and quantity demanded. Now, how do we draw our curve? Like we said, the curve is a graphical representation of your demand schedule. So our curve goes this way. We have price here at the y-axis, and we have our quantity demand at the x-axis. Okay, so now we have our price from 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7, right? And our quantity demand from 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Now, very importantly, when you're drawing your curve, you should make sure that you are starting from the smaller figure to the highest, not from the highest to the smaller, because a lot of students always make this mistake and you end up getting a wrong curve. Like what we have here, 3 to 7, 10 to 30. So when the price is 3 naira, what we demanded is 30. And when the price is 4 naira, what we demanded is 25. When it's 5 naira, what we demand is 20. When it's 6 naira, what we demand is 15. And when it's 7 naira, what we demand is 10. So when you draw your curve, now you can see that demand curve is down sloping, showing the inverse relationship between price and quantity demanded. Thank you once more for watching at Dpenomics Academy. Hope to see you next time.